So one of the tools or acronyms that's useful in motivational interviewing is Oars and OARS. O is for open-ended questions, and the more you can avoid questions that have a yes or no answer, the more open-ended you are. And so asking the patients ideas about what's going on for them, asking about their ideas of how change might occur, and such things as, how is this for you? How is this affecting you? What are the thoughts and feelings that you have when you're going well? We all don't do so well at times. What's going on with that? And what are your ideas about how you might change that? And exploring that, because ultimately the more that they can articulate how change will occur, that's what's going to motivate them. A is for affirmations, and I find that a bit tricky really, because it's very tempting to be all positive and patronising in a way. So for me, affirmations are rewarding the things that fit with your medical model, and also acknowledging the barriers or the difficulties. So examples are, it sounds like your pride and dignity are really driving you to want to change your life in this way, and that's wonderful. But it also sounds like the stress and the demands of your children, meaning that that's not possible all the time. And that's quite common. I see a lot of that. So if we can deal with those barriers, then we can get onto a more sort of a path where you're going to feel more proud of yourself. Is that correct? So that's the affirming what's important to them, and also affirming that there are normal barriers. R is for reflective listening, and that's a little bit like the sort of affirmations. You're always wanting to check with the patient that it fits with them and reflecting back to them what they've said. So what I hear is that this is the path you would like to take, and what you're telling me is that's easy when there aren't all these other stresses happening and your workload isn't too great. But when you have this high workload, it's interfering. So you're just summarising back to them in a way, and but also empathically listening here. That's really difficult, and many people find that difficult. And S is summarising back, so it's really the package of the first three, which is reflecting back to them what their experience is like, what their hopes for change are, what change would look like for them, the values that you're hearing reflected, and the barriers that you're hearing that they're expressing, and then just checking with them that you've got it right. And so I've just summarised back to you, but what have I missed? You know, what is important to you? Is there anything you've told or that you haven't told me when you hear that back? And so that's used as a sort of stepping stone for shared planning, because ultimately what you want to do is come up with the patient's ideas for change. That's what will motivate them.